bloody hell. I'd love to know what the creator of this show just hates his characters so much. Like, he makes these amazing characters and then just does such horrible things to them. So I did actually record a couple of reactions to this episode, which I'll put at the end of the video if you want to watch them. So I'll just put them into some highlights kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about this episode in order. We start off, we see the whale shits everyone up, starts attacking everyone. It is revealed that it's attracted to the scent of the witch, which is Subaru. Subaru even realises himself that basically all this bad shit that keeps happening to him and happening to everyone around him, it's pretty much always his fault. Obviously it's not his fault that he has the scent of the witch, but still, he's the cause. When they realise that they're not going to be able to defeat this white whale, Rem has the idea. And it's just the way she says it as well. She says, I'm not a very clever person, but I know one way to help. I'm just going to jump off here and just, like, slow it down. So that'll give you time to escape. And Subaru does argue, saying don't go, which I wish she didn't. But she does the whole Dragon Ball Z thing, you know, when they, like, knock him out and then they just walk off. You know, when Vegeta goes to blow himself up in his Margin form and he tells Trunks he loves him and he punches him in the stomach to knock him out. Exact same thing. Yeah, if that wasn't bad enough, he's talking to Otto saying, you know, oh man, we have to go back for Rem. We need to go back for Rem. And he's like, who's Rem? And yeah, so it turns out that that white whale, it has an ability where whoever, I think it devours, whoever it eats, basically it erases all memory of that person from everyone. The only reason that Subaru, I think, can remember it is because of the revival by death. So that is why Otto's forgot, that's why Ram's forgot, that's why Amelia's forgot. The only other person that I think knows that Rem is a person kind of thing is Beatrice, based on some of the things that she was saying. She seems to have some sort of knowledge of even the abilities that Subaru has, being able to come back to life. So due to the fact that she lives in like kind of like a parallel world kind of thing, I don't think she's affected by the revival by death. So I think she's very aware of everything that happens. But that's just a guess. I think she also knows a bit more about the plot than we know ourselves, because as Subaru's getting pushed for that portal towards the end of the episode, she sort of like is quite sad, and she sort of reveals that she doesn't want to see him die, despite the fact that she didn't want to kill him herself, because she'd obviously remember. That's the only reason I can think of why. Up until this point, I've been really on Subaru's side. I think he's a very sympathetic character. He's a very realistic character who has gone through a lot of horrible things that you should never experience in your entire life. Even the fact when he's saying that I don't want to die, when he knows he's about to get killed. Like, I sympathise with him to a point, but he knew for a fact at that point that Rem was definitely dead, and he chose not to kill himself there. So he kind of like, you know, he accepted death when he thought he was about to die, when he was like had his eyes closed on the floor. Then he didn't die, and then he managed to like get out of there and get back to the castle. So I'm just saying, for the record, he had an opportunity to kill himself then to try and fix the mistake he'd made. So, yeah, there you go. That's my thoughts on the matter. I mean, does it make Subaru a bad character? Because, I mean, he does a lot of shouting at Amelia as well in this episode. At this point, I don't think we're supposed to like him at all, because he's not matured into the person that we want him to be yet. He's still... If this is where he is now, this is where he needs to be a good person, I think he's still all the way down here. He's got a long way to go, and unfortunately I think there are even more sufferings involved that we're going to discover in the next episode, maybe, with Puck being introduced, because obviously Subaru is going to have to kill himself to get a reset, because where's the story if Amelia and Rem are dead? I completely forgot. Subaru killed Amelia somehow. So normally when he talks about his revival by death, the little black hand comes and like squeezes his heart, makes him like really, really suffer. But this time it's sort of like caressed his heart, and then it killed Amelia instead. Now, he's tried to tell Amelia before about death by revival, but he stopped before he could actually say it. But this time he managed to get it all the way out, and this might have been the thing that killed him. So the jealous witch's goal is to kill her? I'm not sure. I don't fully understand. If I just assume that the jealous witch is the one that's orchestrating this whole thing. She wants Subaru to keep Amelia alive. That's the kind of thing I assume this was about, so that maybe she can like reunite with Amelia or something like that. But why would she then give him the ability, if she tells someone about it, it'd kill them. So that's the only thing I'm a bit confused about. Maybe it wasn't meant to be used on Amelia. I don't know. I'd like to hear your theories in the comment section below anyway. And the very last thing that happens in this episode is after he goes for the teleporter with the dead body of Amelia, he's holding her in his arms. We see Beetlejuice come, and all his little followers and everything, and he says, "Oh, you're truly loved. You've killed the one that we've come to kill before we even had a chance to do it." The hands, the unseen hands, which I'll get to in a bit, they come to like take the body away, and Subaru sees them and like moves out the way. And Beetlejuice is like, "You're not supposed to see my unseen hands. No one's supposed to see them." So he starts like biting off his fingernails. I think that was what he was doing. It was a bit messed up. But it started to get very dark when he's like, "Oh, how will you like it when I just rip her to pieces in front of you?" And I was very much hoping that wouldn't happen. But luckily, I say luckily, Puck comes, sends down like a storm of like ice shards and breaks them up and goes, "What are you doing to my daughter?" This also confirms the fact that he was the same thing that killed Subaru before when he got his head sliced off by that giant beast, because he said the same thing then. So I think there's two scenarios that are about to happen. One, Puck is going to kill Subaru again, and this is going to go back to his previous checkpoint. Or number two, Puck is going to defeat maybe the archbishops or just hold them off, and then Subaru's going to go and kill himself and then go back to his last checkpoint. So either one of those. And if you wanted to know a bit more about the unseen hands, basically all the archbishops have a special ability. This one's his. He's got, was it 8 hands or something like that he was able to do? So yeah. So I'm going to put a spoiler warning right here for the next few seconds. I'm going to talk about something that happens in the light novel that we're going to find out soon. So just turn the volume off just for these next few seconds so you don't have any spoilers, if you don't want to be spoiled for like future episodes. And then once you see the spoiler warning gone, then just turn it back on and you can watch the rest of the review. But there's not much left to say anyway. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I know guys, I know exactly what's going to happen now thanks to some light novel spoilers. I'm kind of sad really that I knew them, because you know it's something that if I didn't know would happen, it probably would have shocked me even more than just seeing it happen would actually do. But it's my own fault really for just looking at spoilers, so I kind of deserve it really. But if you've watched this and you're just being cheeky and you wanted to look at the spoilers anyway, basically Rem, she's not going to be remembered, I don't think. I think this is the one where he's going to kill himself and he's going to wake up probably in the bed that he woke up after he'd had all them injuries and things like that. So that, yeah, he's fucked the checkpoint system up. He had an opportunity to kill himself before. If he'd have done that then, he'd have gone back to his previous one. And then he could have probably avoided all this. But he's ruined it for himself. He's ruined it for me personally, because I loved Rem so much. She was such an awesome character. Although I still think Rem is best girl, I don't think Rem is best girl for Subaru, because he's fucked it. After everything Rem done for him, all these other past lives, and in this life, he was still willing to let her die and then apologise to Ram, saying, "I'm sorry that Rem's dead." So yeah, I'm annoyed at that. So yeah, that's spoiler warnings over. Hello guys, no more spoilers. So I just want to say thanks a lot for watching guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories. What's going to happen next time? Is this show draining your soul as much as mine? I feel like Subaru when the hand comes in and squeezes his heart every time I watch one of these episodes. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching guys. Catch you later. Right then guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate, specifically I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also I'm wearing, spoiler, a t-shirt, you'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which